Okay, we will continue with this lens that's actually in here. There's also a lot of dirt and just push the the mix away. Oh, just need a cloth. So there we continue with the with this lens. Where did it went? Where did it went? Well, piece of paper would be very handy, but just wipe away the rest of the mix, and just use a cotton bud to wipe away the rest in here, so there is no water in this. I do have some small cotton buds, I mean really tiny cotton buds, which is very handy for doing this kind of work. If I can just get into them. They're really tiny and good for working on not so much base, especially on the edge here. A lot of dirt, possibly can get the rest of the mix away from here. So now then we will do some lens cleaning. A tissue would be handy, and some Eclipse. And a cotton bud to just go around the edge. I don't know how this will work. Just do it again. Simply just amazing if this nice lens can come back to life, which I hope. And a cotton bud to go around in the edge. So this is also very handy as a if the spots are not that easy to reach, but to me it really turns out to be very fine. Now this is absolutely amazing how this cleaning process is working. I will just give it a last go with a cotton bud on the edge here on the inside. And then I will try this, because the very edge, it's not that easy to reach, because there's something. And hopefully it will come away. It can take some time and some try and error to actually clean lens element. If they were without any tube or edge on the it would have been a lot easier, but I mean, it turned out to be much better than expected. How will it go? Yeah. I mean, it's actually okay to me, but let's see how it will look if one looks through it. I mean, before you couldn't actually see a lot of dirt and so, but now there's, I mean, it's not a new lens, but so to me it actually is very, very good. It's just amazing how it can be. There's still something on here. It's interesting to see how when the fluid evaporate and simply just wipe away. I mean, draw the rest of the small spots. It's really, really good. To me, it's really good. Maybe it's different with people. Well, And for this this lens group, I will just clean it, not put it in the hydrogen peroxide mix. But in the meantime, I will put the front lens group in, and let's see how it will go. So, do I have a lens tissue? I have here. And it should be easy to clean, in my opinion. But let's see how it will go. Well, the surface is actually okay. So a lot of dirt. Really, really good. Yeah. I think it will turn out to be a fine working lens again. Something on the edge, but still, it's not a new lens. So can I use a rubber cone for this? Too small, too big, too, yeah, whatever. Must have something that fit. Still too big. And this one is also too big. Well, maybe if I use this one. Yeah, it fits okay. So that was good. Now, this is a deep lens, so sometimes it can be a little difficult to clean, but let's see how it will turn out to be. Yeah, not bad. I mean, not really that bad. Amazing, amazing, I think. This. I mean, the lens before was not really that good. But now, turned out to be something completely different. That's just amazing. But as I said, it's not a new lens. So is it this lens who has the problem? Or is the other one here that, yeah. Maybe the coating has been damaged. I would guess so. So I will just put it in and let it be as it is. So where did it go? Where did it go? Somewhere here. So, and I think I will just do some cleaning in here. Just to get some things away. So the lens will sit okay in the body. And for this I need some rubber tool like this one, and then put it in. So, and put it in here. Here, there, flip it over, and the retaining ring goes in, and so I can just screw it in, hopefully. Yeah. So, well, there are some not good. There was some yeah, wet thingy on the, ow, that was not good. There was some on the retaining ring, some fluidium, so I better take it out again. That was unexpected. But it's not that hard to take out again. Just push this in, flip it over, and then the lens element just fall out. Still fine. Now then I will clean this ring, because it was the bastard who get this lens surface wet. It's not really good to actually dry things with. Now then it looks much better. Just clean this thingy. It was wet too, but now I think it will be better. Then I'll just clean this surface again. Well, sometimes it goes fine, and sometimes, I mean, most of the time it goes really good, and sometimes not. But I mean, shouldn't give up for that. Just give it another go. And we cannot have a dirty lens here, you see. Yes, so we just do it again. That was interesting, because it will not go away. And it's because of the hydrogen peroxide. So those two spots here, which is difficult to see, will not disappear. Well, just see how it can be. And sometimes it's difficult to see where did the spot actually was. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should try with some lighter fluid, just to give it another go, because sometimes it's actually, I mean, they work different, those solvents to clean lenses, but the two spots are still there. Nothing to do about it. Shame, shame. But then I will just put this in again, together with the other element. I don't think it will be seen on the where did it go? Where did it go? The 32mm. It disappeared? No. Where did it? Should be somewhere here. Oh, sorry. It's here. Put the lens in. Gently, of course there should be one hair that pops in. Better get rid of that. Now flip it over and put this in bloody this bloody ring. I mean this was an experiment just to see how this lens actually could be, if there was any hope, and I think it turned out to be really good. So for that, and then I should actually add my back lens group. It has dried a bit, so let's see how it will fit in. Something there. I think it's still something here. So I have to get rid of that. Oh, it's a hair. Like, no, there's still something on the surface. So we'll just get rid of that. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. Now put these two lens elements in here. No hair or other things that could spoil the picture. Okay, no. I mean, it should come in. I can just flip it over. See how this will be. Doesn't sit correct there. There it is. Yeah. Here we are. And then this retaining ring goes in. Yeah. And a small screwdriver. And it should just catch the thread. Not easy to put this ring in, but I think I will get it. I mean, almost. So as you can see, it's sometimes easy to fix lenses, and sometimes not that easy. And it's just because I don't want to take out this assembly here. But maybe it would have been easier, but okay, I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, well, just a short break to get this bloody retaining ring in. But now I'm back on track. So it's only the front lens group that need the treatment. I mean actually the two front lens group. There, and so I guess it should be almost there. Just for the the rest here. Yeah, so we are done, and that was good. Take that aside, and then the front lens, which I hope will be fine for this. This cleaning process. I mean, the surface looks okay, but how does it be when I am done with it? Just use a tissue to wipe away, not draw it, but just push on it. Maybe an ultrasonic cleaner would be fine, but still. Maybe I should try it next time. But still, if it's a kind of oily surface or grease or whatever it is, it has to be clean anyway. But let's see how it will go. Is there any bigger? There should be one. No, not that good. But okay, I will just give it a go with this one. So before we start, just have a look on it. It doesn't really look that good. So, I mean, that bad. So, let's see a lens tissue and some fluid, whatever people call it. Yeah, I think this have to have some goes. And see how it will go here, especially on the edge. Well, flip it over and see how it will go on the front. Okay, now it looks like it's really good, except for those scratches there's on the on the front lens element. This looks really interesting to me. I will just wipe away the rest of the wet stuff. Oh. Well, it looks really, really good. And still, it's not a new lens. But actually it turns out to be very fine. Just give it a last go. And that's it. Now that was the front element. Now the next inner, which I will not disassemble because there is actually a cemented lens group. So there will be no more of the... well, at least I could try something. I will just give it a go with some I mean, it could work. So let's just have a see how it will turn out to be. And then after I will just clean with normal. Sometimes it's good to make a mix out of it. Wow, it's actually turned out to be amazing. Now that's working stuff. Interesting. I think it is. I'll just use the last corner here and give the next inner element just a short go to see if it can do anything different to that lens, and maybe do it with a cotton bud here around the surface, around the edge, and then try to use some clips on this element and also around the edge with that. Well, what do you think? I mean, I think it looks like it's just amazing. Well, still, it's not a new lens, but it really helped a lot with cleaning this surface. I'll just give it a last go in on the inside. And this time I will try to use lighter fluid just to see what will work and what will not work. The only problem with lighter fluid, it stinks. Okay, last go. Yeah. This is really fine for now. So I will just assemble the lens again. But hopefully you can use the information in this lens video. So now there's only the assemble process that will be here. Now I've cleared off my work desk, and we'll just assemble the rest of the lens. There's no need for having too many things here. So just assemble this part here. It will be something there. It's the back of the lens, and put in those screws that is connected to the aperture ring itself. So, and the other one. I think the film was a little longer than I expected, but I hope you can use the information that is in the film. At least as it is very interesting to see how it actually turned out to be. Much better than I expect. And I think I will use some oil with Teflon, just to add around the edge of the just a tiny drop here, there. Well, maybe it should run dry, but I mean it runs much better that with just a tiny drop of oil. Now the aperture ring goes in, and one is there, and we just have to take care of how it should sit when it goes in. Something there, and it should be there. And of course I will also give the inside of the aperture ring just a little amount of the helical grease, so it runs smooth and nice. Just a tiny amount. It doesn't be that much. little too much. And then the movement will do the rest. So it's there. This one goes in here. There's no hair that could... So keep this and... Oh, we've missed something. The bloody plastic thingy here. Which also have to sit there. So it's something. Go on. So here we are. Then put this over here and slide it in. At least it should be possible. So, and here we are. So how would that be? Now the aperture ring goes in here, and I would guess it should be something like there. No? No. Yeah, should be there. And if I hold on the... Okay, it's there. Okay, I also put a mark here, so just to be sure. And it's very handy sometimes to put the mark on. I will just take a short break because I need to change memory card. Okay, I'm back again. Now to the rest of the assembly process. I will also need to loop this the back of the mount because of the aperture click. So the tiny spring, which is really tiny, goes in here. There. And I will just add a tiny drop and then put in the small steel ball. And it sits there very fine. And then it's just to put the rest of the screws in. I want to just check one thing. Okay, it wasn't long enough. So just to be sure how it sits when it's correct, yeah. So it's there. The blades move so fine. And then I can add my mount here. And the red dot is here and the red dot is here. So I can just put it over. And then it should fit. I mean, it should. There. Oh, there was only one click. And everything looks fine. So I can just add my, well, I think I will just take this short one first and load a screwdriver. Hey, come on. There. Oh, so now things are in place. Not any more need for glue. No, I mean gloves. And then so, and the longer screws. Now I have full control with it. So things are working proper. Really good. Oh, not there, but there. It has been a longer film than I expected, but I think the result for this lens with the mix of isopropyl and hydrogen peroxide turns out to be absolutely great. And I will give it another go if, I mean, I have some other lenses which I would like to make film about, so there will be more about this. Now the lens, I mean the light trap here will go in here. So oh, it's good it's magnetic, so it's easier to put in, at least sometimes. Do you mind, little screw? Yeah, there. So, and the last screw here on the back, and then we are done. Now that was actually the back of the lens. And then the front. Yeah, it's fine. And then it should be possible to actually put in the front lens group, which I will think this one could be very useful for that. Yeah, so just turn it over, and there was some dust there. And then flip the lens over, and then hopefully it will find its way in to the here we are. Interesting stuff. Now the retaining ring goes in. For that I can use my rubber cone. Sometimes they are good and sometimes not. That, yeah, it says click. Maybe I should try the other one here. Okay. Of course, it's good to have more than one tool. And then the ring I forgot. In the last movie, but this time not again. Well, at least I did it in a different. So this one goes in, of course. No, it doesn't go. I have to sit it on to near end and then put this in. So we are there, and this ring goes in. Click. And then use some rubber gloves to just tighten this thingy, and then screw in the small set screw here. So the only thing there is left is the front here, which I have some mark here. Put over, and then put the screws in, and then we are done. So this lens can actually get I will see what the lens actually can. So I mean, there will be no test shot. So, and the lens hood here is a bit broken, but so, and then goes in the cone, plastic cone front. For that I will use this tool. So, now, okay, I should have let the lens, I mean the lens is looks like there is something on the front elements that I should have let it dry out. So, but I mean, in all, it actually is so much better than it was, and I will clean this out. But how you can use the information for cleaning lens element. So bye bye. Okay, just a quick update in the very end of the film. Well, I just let this stay some half hour or so, and then the spot that actually was there it simply disappear. So everything actually turned out to be very, very good for this old lens. So I'm quite happy, except it's not a new lens, and who knows what life it has have before this. But to me, if you look here, it actually is very fine in my opinion. So everything actually turns out to be very good with the experiment of using a mix of hydrogen peroxide, and it's only 3%, and the isopropyl alcohol with that is 99%. So yeah. Oh, just need to put on the cone again, and it will feed. Come on. It's there. So now it's ready for shooting something, pictures. So bye bye.